place. I think we do have Samkele Maseko. I think you saw him on camera there just a few moments ago. He has been there throughout this morning. Samkele, I think you are with me at the moment. I hope you can hear me. Yeah, I see a nod. It's been an incredibly emotional day. But the president going on to say that he was a noble man who would never dare sell his birthright of his people.
Yes, indeed, Gareth. The President of the Republic, Cyril Ramaphosa, gave a very moving eulogy and also admitted to some sins that the ANC had done to Dr Zola Skweyiya. You'd remember that Dr Zola Skweyiya was one of the 101 ANC stalwarts who wrote an open letter to the party for the sake of our country, detailing the sins of incumbency of the then leadership of the ANC led by President Jacob Zuma. The President Cyril Ramaphosa also going to echo the same words as Deputy President David Mabuza during the memorial service, saying that they have failed Dr Zola Skweyiya at a time where Dr Zola Skweyiya last year said that he does know the doors of the ANC of Luthuli House, but they were turned away by the ANC leadership when the ANC turned its back on the 101 stalwarts who were raising the sins of incumbency by the then presidency of the ANC, Jacob Zuma, and that collective that also left their term of office at the 54th National Conference at Nasrec.
At Samkele, we're going to bring a soundbite in a moment for our viewers who missed it of Professor Stan Sangweni. We'll play that for viewers in a moment, but perhaps just lay this up for us. The professor there speaking about the life of Skweyiya, but had some words for the president who was in attendance.
Yes, indeed, Gareth. Professor Stan Sangweni had very stern words for President Cyril Ramaphosa. In fact, even jokingly at times, saying that he likes the president very much and that he's been inspired by President Cyril Ramaphosa to be so vocal about the current sins of incumbency, detailing how director generals are basically messengers. They don't have authorities as CEOs. They're basically saying that they don't run departments and that the executive that Cyril Ramaphosa leads and that the then executive led by President Jacob Zuma had no right in appointing director generals, and that the role of DGs should be changed. But he also had stern words in saying that President Cyril Ramaphosa must give director generals more power. They must be more flexible and have more authority to fulfill their mandate and fill out the programs that they are given by the executive in order to better the lives of South Africans, saying that they must not only be messengers. In fact, he was saying they must not be messengers, but they must be there to be public servants who put the public interest at heart and put it first. As to what that is what Dr Zola Skweyiya would have wanted, as he set out the public administration when he was still Minister of Public Service and Administration. That's what he would have wanted. Basically, he was saying that it can no longer be business as usual. The government must go back to basics. Public servants must echo the words of Batupile, people first, and have a government that is people-driven.
All right, Samkele, stay where you are. I'm going to talk to you about the family now. First, let's hear now from the professor and what he said during the service.
Yesterday, as you were landing at the airport and as I was looking at the visuals on the television of the ugly scenes in one of our provinces, Northwest, looking at the ugly scene of our people, telling it in very painful terms that service delivery has not impacted on us. Saying this in a variety of ways, but even more painful, President, the visuals showed the faces of the people, including the faces of the young children, young boys with bullet wounds on their faces, wounds from the guns of the police. That is not a sight that our comrade Zola would have liked to see. That is not the sight he would have liked to see after he had given us the flagship of service delivery, Batupile. Batupile is what Dr Skweyiya left for us. It's a legacy that is going to live with us for years and years, but it has not yet started taking place on our ground.
All right, well, Samkele, just before I know you're going to speak to Dr Zola Skweyiya in a moment, funerals of any political stalwarts are always going to be politically heavily and politically loaded, of course, but this is a very, very sad time for the family, and I don't want to ignore that. The one son of Dr. Skweyiya, Vuyo, said that Dad, and I'm quoting, wasn't the easiest man to get along with.
Yes, indeed, Vuyo, one of the sons of Dr. Zola Skweyiya, said his father wasn't the easiest of men to get along with. He gave a very passionate and somewhat, I got touched as a human being when he gave his speech. He was basically orating the life of his father and the role that his mother has played, Samkele Maseko, to the role that she's played in her father's life, basically saying that Dr. Zola Skweyiya's life was centralized around Samkele Maseko.